Hey y'all, welcome back. How does the eye look? I tried something a little new, so what do we think? Do we hate? Do we love? I think I got some glitter in my eye, so that's been fun. We'll figure out if that has any repercussions, but welcome back to the channel. I am continuing on this little listicle stuff I've been doing. I am working on a bigger project. It is going to take a little bit of time to work on, especially with what I want to do with it. And the vision I have for it, so it is going to take a hot minute. So we are going to keep on with these smaller videos that are easily consumable and editable, so I can start making this bigger video, which I am so excited to do. And maybe it's not bigger, maybe it's just more complicated when it comes to editing, but we continue. I've talked about my top five from Sephora, my top five from Ulta. Now I am going to do my top five from indie brands, and I am staying away from eyeshadow. So eyeshadow is typically the thing I buy from indie brands that I really love, but with this kind of video, I wanted to choose something that actually was not an eyeshadow, because I know I love eyeshadow, but we need to move into something that isn't eyeshadow from an indie brand. And one of the things I talked about wanting to do was play with more things from indie brands that weren't just eyeshadow palettes. So I've actually started that. I will have hopefully a review once it gets here. It is going to take a hot minute, but hopefully it'll come before Valentine's Day so I can review it. I got some stuff here. These are just some of my favorite items from indie beauty brands that aren't like eyeshadow related. But let's get started. First, we're gonna start with these little guys here. These are the Simply Posh Cosmetics liquid blushes. I have it in Frosty and Rosy Cheeks. These are what they look like. That's the colors. These are actually like really beautiful colors, at least on my skin tone. So I think this one right here, which is Rosy Cheeks, they are very pigmented, but I think Rosy Cheeks is definitely more for the paler girlies, maybe some light girlies. But this blush, I think, will do better on medium tone girls. I do worry, I wonder if they have a white base. I definitely think that this pink does, but the purpley one might not. But these are just so beautiful and they blend out so well. Like I said, they are so pigmented. So do be careful. Like, you saw the drop I put down, and like, look at that. My hand is just completely covered in liquid blush. So that is a good thing. These things are gonna last you forever. No scent, so that's a good sign. But I think these colors are absolutely gorgeous together, and I've definitely used them to blend upwards. So using the lighter color here and blending up into the darker color. Definitely like these blushes. They come off a little. Rosy Cheeks definitely has more of a dewy look, where the other one is a little bit more matte. But I think these are very pretty blushes. If you're into liquid blushes, I think you'll enjoy them. Like I said, no scent. I hope they make more colors, but these are not a bad price either. I do not remember paying a ton of money for these, where liquid blushes can start getting really pricey. So definitely consider that if you are like me, trying to move away from just the eyeshadows. Moving on from those. Next, I wanted to talk about the Glamlite Cosmetics Bullet Lipsticks. These are the two I have, the Twinkie and the Ghost Face, and you will totally see why when I swatch these colors, why I got them. The reason the, what are they called, lip liners are not on this list is because I feel like they can be a little tough to play with. You definitely have to warm them up before using them, or they can be very dry on your face. But these are the colors Obviously, they're very like highlighty colors. I'm actually wearing the Twinkie one on my lips and I think it is so beautiful. But as you can see, these two are very pale shades. So what I like about this, their lip kits, specifically their bullet lipsticks, is I like the formula. I like the texture. Definitely goes down matte, which is something I enjoy. But I like that they give you a darker liner and then they give you this highlighty shade to put in the middle, which is kind of my vibe right now, is like a nice like darker liner or even like a medium liner with a very nude pale in the middle, which I definitely got the inspiration from women, Black women, women with more melanated skin, Hispanic women, Latina women who have been doing lip looks like that for a very long time. Dark lip liner, middle is highlighted. I love that look. And so I have adapted it to my skin tone. I'm definitely not the first to do it, but this is just one of my favorites. And I like that they make these more highlighty shades, but they also make deeper colors as well if you are just not into this kind of look. I like the formula. I love the packaging. I love a good theme. And the Twinkie one definitely feels heavy, and this one feels a little heavy as well. But I do enjoy these as a bullet lipstick if you are looking for indie bullet lipsticks. Next on my list is, it's technically not a palette, don't judge, is the Beauty Moon Cosmetics highlighter palettes. I adore these. So they're highlighters, but they are also shimmer toppers. So if you don't want to use these as highlighters, because I know some of these colors could probably be very scary depending on what kind of look you're going for, but they are just gorgeous and they are so pigmented. Now, be careful. Like, these are just some of the colors. Let's see if I can get you to focus. Take off me. There we go. Look at those. That is so gorgeous. They are glittery though. If you are not a glitter girl, this is probably not the highlighter palette for you. But this is Enchantment and this is Missile Glow, which was from their Christmas collection. And these are gorgeous too. So there's definitely some more like classic nude colors in this one. Let's see if I can get, come on, focus. There we go. They do have some more unconventional colors as well. I'm just warning, they are glittery, so if you're not into glitter, these may not be for you. But if you love a stunning, colorful, pigmented, glittery highlighter, not glittery, but sparkly highlighter, these might be something you want to lean towards, and they're not super expensive. Beauty Moon Cosmetics typically tries to keep their products to an affordable price. So I don't remember spending a ton on this one. This one I did get for free and absolutely love it. I had seen it and never thought to pick it up, but I am so glad this was gifted to me. So thank you again, Tori, for gifting me this beautiful highlighter palette or topper palette, whichever you want to use it for. But I couldn't have done this list without putting a Beauty Moon Cosmetics like product on here, because I have tried so much at this point. I am working on a video talking about my ranking of Beauty Moon cosmetic palettes, but this you'll just have to hear from now. The highlighter palettes are pretty good, and the singular highlights are pretty good as well. They're definitely fun colors comparatively, and they definitely are pretty shifty, so if that's something you're into, I would definitely give those a look. But enough about Beauty Moon. Enough. I will move on, I promise. Next, I wanted to show y'all some of my favorite eyeliners that I have kept so long in my collection and still love to play with. These are the Kaleidos eyeliners. I know they just came out with some more eyeliner, lip liner, things like that. I have not tried those. I am working on it. Right now, I am focused on these. These were the original 6 that came out. I bought them because I saw Teresa is Dead do a look with the Nomad Cosmetics the Hudson palette. Then the Danessa Myricks, I think it was volume 5 at the time? I think it was 5. 4 or 5, something like that. And then I'll correct myself somewhere later. And then she used these eyeliners and it looked stunning. And so I bought, me at the time, not realizing I could probably do some of this stuff on my own with my collection, I bought all the products she used and recreated the look. I don't know if I have any pictures of it. If I find any pictures, I will let you know. I'll put it somewhere. But it was just, these liners are so shifty, so beautiful, so pigmented, and they last in the waterline, which is what I primarily use eyeliners for. So they are very reliable product and they still don't smell. I am very careful about putting them places. Do not do this. Don't follow my instructions on using old eyeliner. I am taking this risk, not you. They're definitely some of my favorite eyeliners. So if you're looking for a good shifty one that is very pigmented and stays in the waterline really well, Kaleidos. And my favorite color, I do have a favorite color. There's a color I've consistently gone back to, and that's Sea Sparkle, and it's this denim color. Come on. There we go. It's a denim color. It's so pretty and so sparkly and so blue, and I love it. Definitely one of my favorites. Then this one, I don't know if it's a cheat, but we're gonna use it anyways, and it's my Trixie Cosmetic. Ooh, I almost just dirtied my pants because I still have blush on the back of my hand, and I just set it in my lap. But this is the Trixie Cosmetics pencil sharpener. I like this. I like this little thing. I think it, first off, is a vibe. Like, it definitely goes with a theme. It's cute, it fits the Trixie aesthetic, and it's a good sharpener. It works very well, and it has everything contained. See, everything's contained, so it's not going to go everywhere when you're sharpening things, because I do have some that do not sharpen, but it goes everywhere. And this also has a bigger opening than some of my others. My Glossier one has a little bit of a smaller opening, which makes it a little harder to sharpen all kinds of products. But this one works for the majority of my products. And it's on a keychain, so it can go with you places, which I adore. And look at that little heart. That is so cute. I love a good theme. I love a good aesthetic. So I know it's boring, but it had to go on the list. And that is my top 5 products that are not eyeshadows from indie brands. These are just some of the ones that I have really enjoyed, and I've explained why I enjoy. If that is not your bag, I completely understand. But I do want to try more indie products throughout the year that isn't just an eyeshadow palette. Look at me. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to be a better person. I don't know about that, but to an extent, it's New Year, same me. Chaos as always. But I would like to thank all of you for tuning in for yet another list of products that I love. Don't worry, we got one more round of things I like before we start going into hatred. Don't worry, I got a hit list. It should be fun. Thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure to check out my Instagram. It'll be down below. Oh, the blush cracks me up. But make sure to check me out on Instagram. We tend to have a little bit of fun over there. And I hope all of you are having a wonderful, wonderful day. A wonderful, wonderful week. And I hope that the rest of January is good to you, because boy has it felt like it's been a year already. I hope all of you are doing well. Much love to you. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.